Alright, let's do this one more time. I already made 2 Spider-Man videos. No, that doesn't count. That was a Miles Morales. Just like any other Spider-Man movie franchise out there, always ends in 3.
Not you.
So I started thinking to myself, man, I should end my videos in 3. So here we are on a topic that I did want to really talk about and really emphasize on the fact of how strong of a topic it really is, and something I didn't really honestly go over too much in the last 2 videos I had before, but the obvious topic of Miguel Ohar'a and his fraudulent behavior. Also, spoiler warning, so go ahead and watch Across Spider-Verse. But anyways, the main point of this video is basically to go over the main topic in the movie, which is the canon event. With a sprinkle of things about Miguel Ohar'a, like the things he's said and the things he's done in the movie so far. But the first thing of me going over is like how he first talks about how if you break the canon, it'll destroy the universe. And he said sometimes you can save it, but it doesn't happen a lot. From my interpretation of the story so far, I think that's BS from the terms of, one, with Gwen and her father changing the path of wanting to be a sergeant to, from wanting to be a captain and to now just fully quitting the force and basically changing and altering her whole history of that universe. And realistically, you could chalk that up for it to being like, hey, that is the canon, like that's supposed to happen. But nah, I don't think so. I think that it's like he doesn't know what he's doing in the terms of, he doesn't know the rules. He just knows 1 + 1 = 2. He doesn't know that 1 × 1 = 1 still, like, you know what I mean? Like, he doesn't know everything when it comes to like the canon. And I do understand you can't risk a whole universe from playing to see, hey, is this gonna work? Hey, is this not gonna work? Oh wow, I just like killed a quadrillion trillion people in one singular universe. But in the same breath, this also leads me to another thing, which would be Miguel is hiding something. I don't know what it could be. It could be either what he is or what he knows about the canon events. The only reason that leads me to this conclusion is because the way he talks about himself of like he's not like the other Spider-Man, and then proceeds to like put something into his veins and he starts to either like revert, or maybe he's changing himself back, or like reducing some of his spider abilities back, or whatever the case may be, because something's happening with him. And I'm still 130% under the belief that he is self-projecting when he was talking to Miles about, oh, you're not meant to be Spider-Man, or oh, you're not this, you're not that. Everything bad that he said to Miles, period, throughout the movie during the chase scene, I think, me personally, he was self-projecting as well. And the only reason, again, I would even come to that conclusion is from what he said before of how he thinks himself not being a Spider-Man, or I'm not like them, and all these other things he says about himself. And just to be clear, I do 130% as well believe that he's talking to Miles, like he is meaning what he's saying to him, but it can also still be connected back to Miguel at the same time. And especially with this movie, you gotta pay attention to every little fucking thing that's on the screen, because it's for some reason always fucking important. Now the next thing, right, my other point of being his story, when he tells the story of the canon event of him going to the other universe, fixing it up, quote unquote, and then having it be destroyed. Okay, so when you have a flashback and they're like telling the story and telling the events of what's happening, I know sometimes there are times where you get a clip note version or an in detail version, but this feels like even more lesser than a clip note version. It feels like a vague version of him telling the story. It's like, for example, of like a friend telling you what's going on, and then they only tell you like the main plot points, but there's stuff in between that might be happening that's pretty important that's not leading up to it, right? And the only reason why I say that or think that is because you also see Peter B. Parker in the same shot that's with him during the explosion of the fucking universe. And yet also Peter B. Parker doesn't talk about that at all either, which I guess there's not a real reason for him to really talk about it, but it still is weird. Like maybe he would have like talked to Miles about it, or had like a small conversation, or as something during the chase scene. But again, that's probably wasn't as important or as to talk about in that specific moment, but still weird nonetheless. But other than that, I just want to give out a few ideas and just my thought process throughout some of what I thought about Miguel and sort of his thought process itself too. Yeah, let's just go with that. But other than that, I'll see you guys in the next video. See you guys later. Goodbye.